Hey everybody, hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're enduring the humidity and the chance of rain every day. We are moving through the book of Acts and we are just about done. We are in chapter 27 and it's a story of Paul being taken on a ship as he's going to be taken to Rome. And the entire chapter is the story of what happens on the ship and the storm that comes on. They were going to stop and endure the winter because the seas were rough during the winter, and it's probably the boat, even though there was 276 people on the ship, it's probably not huge, and the storms in the winter, the nor'easters that come in are really bad, and so they were going to stop, and that was Paul's advice, but they didn't listen, and they kept on sailing, hoping to make it over towards Rome or over towards Crete, where they could then stop for the winter. And so the story goes that Paul is telling them they should stop, and then they're really nervous that the boat is going to crash and that they're all going to die. And then Paul is telling them that you guys need to stop and relax because an angel of the Lord has come to me and has told me that all will be well. And so he says, men, you should, he starts off by kind of throwing it back in their face, men, you should have listened to me and not have set sail from Crete and incurred this injury and loss. Yet now I urge you to take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the ship. For this very night there stood before me an angel of the God to whom I belong, and said, whom I worship, and he said, do not be afraid, Paul. You must stand before Caesar, and behold, God has granted you and all those who sail with you. So take heart, men, for I have faith in God that it will be exactly as I have been told. But we must run aground on some island. And so Paul is telling them, my faith, and this is the point I want to make, he trusts in what God has told him. He believes that they will all be safe if they follow his advice. And Paul seems to always be right, but of course, do we not get that in life where someone says, you know, this is what I believe for you, or you believe this about yourself, and you believe this is a message from God, but we doubt. We doubt a lot. And so I really want to encourage you, if you believe you're hearing something from God, is to trust God, to trust that you do hear God. But the only way to hear God is for us to draw closer to God on a regular basis. It's not just on a whim. Oh, God, yeah, let me call out to you, and I know I'm going to hear you today. Sometimes God's like, who's knocking on my door? Not that God actually says that, but it's kind of the image we have. So call out to God, draw near to God, have that relationship that is so close that when you do call on God, God's like, oh, there's my friend. There's my friend calling me. Be constant in your communion with God. Not communion isn't just when we take the elements, but have that communion, a daily communion with God, so you know him and he knows you. And so when you call on him in the good times, the bad times, you know that you are able to listen to him as well. So I just want to encourage you to call out to God, draw near to him, but also as you do that, to be willing to listen. And listen to that small voice. Listen to the powerful voice. Listen to the singing voice of God, the voice that's going to give you the hope that you need. Have a great day, and God bless you.